This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on The South Today, the NZTA puts traffic management plans in place as holiday season traffic issues loom for a popular summer destination. Problems at a recycling drop-off point sees the Southland contractor issuing a stern warning to businesses. And turning the lights off has proved a valuable experience for a Dunedin toy library. We'll find out why. Good evening, I'm Rebecca Dupree. The New Zealand Transport Agency says it's expecting heavier than normal traffic in Queenstown over the holiday period compared to last year. Up to 30,000 vehicles a day are expected around the Frankton area. However, there are initiatives put in place to help keep the traffic chaos under control.
With Christmas and New Year's just around the corner, driving around town may well test your patience and expand your vocabulary. If you're not well prepared, expect to get stuck in traffic. That's the message from NZTA. Traffic is expected to be heavier than normal in the Frankton area leading up to Queenstown.
There'll be up to 30,000 vehicles a day around the Frankton area on the busiest days.
NZTA says there are a number of initiatives set in place during the holiday period to keep traffic under control.
New traffic signals downtown, and we have cameras monitoring those signals.
NZTA says they will be monitoring and controlling traffic signals remotely in their Wellington base.
They've got a very good understanding of what's happening in Queenstown up there, and we'll also have our own contractor, Aspiring Highways, monitoring and on call for emergencies.
People are encouraged to take alternative routes coming into Queenstown from Arrowtown via Gorge Road. Additional electronic signage will be in place and parking in some sports grounds in the city will be made available. So it's probably not a good idea to be driving on Boxing Day or New Year's Eve. It will get a lot quieter on the 1st before it gets worse on the 2nd. NZTA is confident that they are well prepared for the holiday rush, but they say it's really up to the drivers to be well prepared for their journey. So think ahead. Do you really have to make that trip? Avoid driving in peak times, fuel up when it's not busy, and carpool. And most importantly, keep alert at all times. Mina Amso, The South Today.
Federated Farmers research shows the southern region's rural sector is being hurt by large rates increases. Rates have increased by 77% over the last decade across 54 districts. Federated Farmers local government spokesperson Katie Milne says they're reflecting on a tough period for the sector. The organisation says farmers are struggling with the rates burden and council bills can be a significant part of their farm costs. Milne says land and improvement values can have little or no bearing on the property owner's consumption of council services in relation to others. She says farm incomes have taken a severe buffeting this year, especially in the dairy sector. Stop dumping your corporate recycling in the domestic drop-off area. That's the message from Southland Disability Enterprises, which holds the contract to sort the region's recycling. And they say the actions of a few businesses are hindering the ability of mums and dads to use the plant.
Reduce, reuse, recycle. People from all over have been doing their part to minimise their carbon footprint. But Hamish McMurdo says some businesses have been going about it in the wrong way. He says companies in Southland are dumping their recycling in the domestic bins outside the Southland Disability Enterprises recycling plant.
Their products are often large and cumbersome, and they block up these bins that you can see behind me, and it stops the mum and dad recycler from being able to fit in their small household recycling.
Not only is the commercial recycling taking up too much space in the domestic drop-off bins, but the huge volumes of cardboard and paper are getting blown around by the wind and causing problems with litter in neighbouring properties. McMurdo says he's reached out to the businesses responsible.
We've sent letters to the businesses we have noticed coming in. We're monitored 24/7 by camera, so it's pretty easy to identify people. We WasteNet have been on board as well in helping get the message out there.
It's not that he wants the businesses to stop recycling. He says he wants to put systems in place to deal with their extra requirements, including glass, which hurts the not-for-profits budget when commercial levels are dumped in domestic bins.
What we're trying to encourage businesses to do is to recycle by organising with us and bringing it into our depot so that we can dispose of their product more simply and efficiently.
He says for businesses wanting to ethically dispose of their recyclable materials to contact Southland Disability Enterprises and they'll work something out together. Ruby Spink, The South Today.
Almost 3,000 submissions have been received on a proposal for marine protected areas along the southeast coast. The Southeast Marine Protection Forum's proposal sought suggestions for sites for possible inclusion in a network of protected areas from Timaru to Waipapa Point in Southland. Forum Chair Marie Baker-Galloway says she wasn't surprised by the high number of submissions. An independent analyst has been engaged to provide a summary of the submissions. The content will then be considered in the forum's next round of deliberations and will be influential in shaping the recommendations made to government. Well, still to come on The South Today, forecast bad weather reroutes the biggest cruise liner to visit our shores and changes in the air for the Burt Munro Challenge.
Bring some more joy into your world by adopting one of our adult animals at SPCA Otago. Call now on 473 8252. Please adopt a pet now, they will love you forever.
Emu oil has been used for centuries to support joint mobility and tired muscles. Also helpful for supporting healthy skin. Available as oil or in capsules. Go to www.silberhorn.co.nz to order emu oil today.
Got the rallies coming to stay these holidays, but the lawn's looking a mess? Call the team at Really Lawn, open right through Christmas and New Year.
We're a 25 Moray Place at Dog with Tails Cafe and Bar. So we take coffee very seriously. We do what's called contract roasting, so we're creating our own roasting profile and then doing our own blends. We're really focused on the craft of what we're doing. You know, we're going back, instead of going on mass-produced sort of cheap things, we're taking the time to really craft what we're making. Make it so anyone can come here and have a feed and be able to get something they're able to eat or that they want to eat as well. You're kind of getting a taste of cafes from all around the world when you come here.
My Els and I just love coming to Alex Campbell's. That's my favourite shop. I always get good value here, and good boys really deserve good brands and good quality. Look at these tees. Local beaches on some of them too. This is only for the good boys, the old boys, the young boys. What about some bright shorts for the boys? Excellent.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Southern Television takes pride in providing a wide range of programming. If you have concerns about our programming or feel that standards have been breached, please write to the address on screen within 20 working days of airing. Visit Broadcast Standards Authority website for more information on the complaints process.
Yes, Sonny Chin!
Neck, shoulder, back, sciatica, pain specialists. Innovative tools specifically designed to contour your grooves of depletion and excess muscle buildup.
Sonny Chin, it works. When it's time to say goodbye to your pet, Heaven Sent Pet Cremations are here to help you through this difficult experience. Call Heaven Sent Pet Cremations today for their care and guidance. Phone 489 2274.
Put your seatbelts on for this one and rev it up. Thursday night is Motorsport Night. Proudly brought to you by multi-award winning Garrador.
Welcome back. A woman has been seriously injured at an Otago trampoline centre. The incident occurred at Dunedin's Leap Indoor Trampoline Park this morning. The woman in her 20s was flown to Christchurch Hospital's emergency department after falling from a trampoline. A spokesperson from the facility confirmed there had been an incident but declined to comment further. Cruise liner Ovation of the Seas was due to berth at Port Chalmers tomorrow, but bad weather has led to the visit being cancelled. However, Otago Daily Times Illustrations editor Stephen Jackery ventured to Milford Sound to get up close and personal with a $1.4 billion ship. It's the biggest cruise ship to come to the south, with more than 4,905 passengers on board. The grandeur and sheer size of the vessel is apparent as it carves its way up Milford Sound, especially filmed from a considerably smaller vessel. After briefly ploughing the calm southern waters, the ship then departed for Wellington. The Burt Munro Challenge is on the move. The organising committee has voted unanimously to move the event to February 2018 to make the most of summer conditions. The Southland motorcycling event is traditionally held in spring. However, there is less than ideal weather at that time of year. This year's competition was affected by rainy conditions. Organisers say the Burt Munro Challenge has grown in stature and is a truly international event. The committee wants to improve the chances of providing a better experience for all involved. A toy library has pulled the power plug on Christmas. Dunedin City Toy Library has slashed its monthly power bill to exactly nothing by charging laptops and vacuums at home and cutting the lights. And the group's volunteers say the returned savings means more money to spend on the fun stuff.
It's a brilliantly simple idea. Instead of paying for electricity you don't need, why not just switch off? I'm Roselle LeBone, here outside the new community toy library in the northeast valley of Dunedin. It's not just the great selection of toys which makes this a must-visit place during the school holidays, but during this Christmas season, the clever people inside here are taking some special initiatives to save a bit of power. The Dunedin City Toy Library found they were using only 16 cents of the $60 power bill they paid each month. They decided the money would be much better spent on other things and have installed fairy lights and started charging their laptops at home.
There's a bike workshop and they do, they've made bikes that turn your pedal power into real power. So there was a conversation, perhaps we could have that to charge our laptop here on site. And so there's been great connections made within the community.
The toys are purchased through Toy Express, affiliated with the New Zealand Toy Library, and are loaned out much like the latest page turner. In choosing toys, age appropriateness, interactivity and durability is considered. With rentals starting as low as 50 cents, it's an affordable holiday boredom buster.
Check my mailbox today. Any mail in it? Yep, there's a letter from John Key and Dave Cowell.
There are a few rentals in hot demand.
The football net.
The football net, so there's some pop-up football nets for outside. Pirate ship's fantastic with the chaps in my house. And we've got lots of puzzles, board games. They're pretty good through the winter. So no, I think anything outdoorsy. Basketball, the basketball hoop's been a goodie as well, I think.
The library is also looking to reduce energy use by moving away from electronic toys.
I think lots of parents still want this to be the service that's there for their children instead of always needing to be hi-fi. So lo-fi is a lovely way of just, we try and have, trying to move away from lots of battery operated toys.
Ma hopes other community organisations might follow the library's lead.
I think helping a lot of community organisations know that they don't have to be stuck with these huge monthly bills and that it's, they can stand on their own 2 feet and if possible, go power free as well.
The toy library is open to children aged 0 to 7 and their parents on Wednesdays and Saturday mornings from January 2017. Roselle LeBone, The South Today.
After the break on The South Today, we'll take a look at the stories making headlines in November and we'll check out weather for Thursday.
Emu oil has been used for centuries to support joint mobility and tired muscles. Also helpful for supporting healthy skin. Available as oil or in capsules. Go to www.silberhorn.co.nz to order emu oil today.
Pregnant? Need to talk? 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Pregnancy counselling services are here to help. It's free It's confidential. Call us now on 0800 773 462.
Got the rallies coming to stay these holidays, but the lawn's looking a mess? Call the team at Really Lawn, open right through Christmas and New Year.
We've got far too many shirts at Alex Campbell Menswear, and we like to bring you the best deal possible, buy one, get one free. How good's that? What about the popular Tara Cash brand, for example? Buy one, get one free. And our business shirts. Look, buy one, get one free. Race in now, because this deal finishes on Saturday. Buy one, get one free on shirts.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Buy one, get one free. Free!
Yes, Sunny Chin. Neck, shoulder, back, sciatica, pain specialists. Innovative tools specifically designed to contour your grooves of depletion and excess muscle buildup.
Sunny Chin, it works.
We're a 25 Moray place at Dog with Tails Cafe and Bar. So we take coffee very seriously. We do what's called contract roasting, so we're creating our own roasting profile and then doing our own blends. We're really focused on the craft of what we're doing. You know, we're going back, instead of going on mass-produced sort of cheap things, we're taking the time to really craft what we're making. Make it so anyone can come here and have a feed and be able to get something they're able to eat or that they want to eat as well. You're kind of getting a taste of cafes from all around the world when you come here.
Bring some more joy into your world by adopting one of our adult animals at SPCA Otago. Call now on 473 8252. Please adopt a pet now, they will love you forever.
Put your seatbelts on for this one and rev it up. Thursday night is Motorsport Night. Proudly brought to you by multi-award-winning Garrador.
Welcome back. Well, we're nearing the end of our look back on the stories that were broadcast on the South Today in 2016. November saw a new president chosen by the American people, and it had a small impact on local stock markets. A huge earthquake shook Kaikoura, and racing was high on the agenda around the regions.
In November, the small South Island township of Kaikoura was rocked by a massive earthquake. Otago Daily Times reporter Chris Morris was there for the evacuation as queues of people waited to board the HMNZS Canterbury. Aurora Energy assured the Dunedin City Council there were no immediate health and safety concerns surrounding power poles around Southland and Otago. Donald Trump was voted in as President of the United States, which put the world's stock markets into a series of rollercoaster movements.
Well, initially the markets yesterday, when the polls were coming through that Trump was likely to win the election, they were sold off quite dramatically. But once he did his presidential-elect speech and calmed everybody down, saying that he was going to work with everybody, the markets have recovered. So after what was quite a dramatic sell-off, the markets have rebounded to the upside.
November's supermoon disappeared behind clouds over Dunedin. Traffic was disrupted on State Highway 6 by geological chaos at the Nevis Bluff. The Burt Munro Challenge got off to a good start in Invercargill. Musician Greg Johnson was in Dunedin as part of his nationwide tour.
Well, we're guessing here, but I think it's probably close to 20 years since we were here with the Exponents. I think was the last time we played, and maybe the only other time we played the Cook. It was a different beast then. It was we were kind of imposters on the flying nun scene, I guess, at that point. And the pub was certainly not as beautiful as it is today.
Mr Kennedy from Room 7 at Green Island School made good on a bet to shave his head and his beard, all while raising money for the Cancer Society. Just over 6,000 people spent the day socialising at the Craft Beer and Food Festival, and the use of a wristband payment system was popular.
Very quick, it's used for high density areas such as festivals, and it makes it simple for the user and they can refund it at the end of the day.
West Coast Area Commander, Inspector Mel Aiken, was the first woman across the line at the Queenstown International Marathon. Dunedin High School students were helping insert small transponders under the skin of little blue penguins to help with research. Two Dunedin women self-published a cookbook that showcases the city through the lens of an iPhone. As an art gallery director and a travelling chef, they both had skills to complement each other, and the Dunedin phone book was born. And finally, car racing dominated the month of November in the south. The Oamaru drag races fuelled the need for speed for anyone with a legal car and a helmet, with some fast times over the quarter mile being recorded. And the Highlands 101 endurance race took part in Cromwell. The modern take on the Le Mans running start and pit stops were all part of the action, and there were $20 million worth of cars racing around the track. Dee Karen, The South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. The New Zealand Transport Agency is asking motorists to be patient as heavier than normal traffic volumes are expected in Queenstown over the holiday period. Southland's Disability Enterprises is annoyed with Invercargill businesses they say are dumping rubbish in their recycling bins, making more work for staff. And the Dunedin Toy Library has slashed its monthly power bill to nearly zero after cutting the lights and charging electronic devices at home. Well, it's time now to find out what's happening in tomorrow's Otago Daily Times. And Dave Cannon, Mr. Wash, joins us. Good evening. Good, thank you.
Thanks. Power poles back in the news. There was a big incident today down in Port Chalmers where a power pole broke and caused a fire and electrified a fence and caused general chaos. So we've got extensive coverage of that tomorrow in the ODT. It's been quite a busy news day, to be fair. The big mega cruise ship, which is not coming to Dunedin, unfortunately, because of the weather. We've been down to have a look at that today in Milford Sound, and we've got some pretty impressive photographs of that. It's massive. It is coming back to Dunedin January the 3rd, so we will get to see this thing close up and personal. We've had, there's a big meeting on tonight down south for political reasons for the Cliff of Southland electorate being, the candidate being sorted out, so we hope to have the result of that in the paper tomorrow. We hope so. You mentioned the transport issue in Queenstown. We're having a close look at that tomorrow. It is a nightmare up there.
Yeah.
You've been there?
Well, I think I'd be giving it a wide berth over summer for that very reason.
Well, they've released the transport plans today for trying to deal with some of the traffic carnage. If you think Dunedin can get a bit busy, you want to go to Queenstown, it's preposterous. So we'll have some coverage of that tomorrow, some maps and things like that. And the Wash is having a look at some carnage up at the Dunedin Northern Cemetery with the Heritage Rose Collection being accidentally sprayed. It's,
that's terrible.
It's pretty bad.
Have they identified the culprit?
No, not yet.
But there's suspicion, I bet.
Suspicions, yeah.
Details in tomorrow's ODT. Thank you,
Dave.
Very much. It's time now for tomorrow's weather.
This weather update proudly brought to you in association with Silberhorn's Manuka honey.
Here is today's southern view. It's taken of a jet boat in the Carrel Gorge. Well, to the situation, and a front will move over the region tonight, leaving a colder west to southwest airflow for us tomorrow. Very kind. To the outlook for some of the towns in the lower part of the South Island, sou'westers with showers later on for Balclutha and the Catlins, both on 16 degrees. Sou'westers with showers all day long for Gore and Lumsden, and 15 degrees. To the central and southern lakes towns, westerlies with some cloud for Alexandra, Queenstown and Wanaka. Showers and sou'westers for Tiana with a paltry high of 14 degrees. And a little bit further up we go. Sou'westers with late showers for Oamaru, 17 degrees there. Westerlies with some cloud for Omarama and Twizel, both expecting a high of 18. And some rain with westerlies for Timaru, 21 degrees. In Dunedin tonight, showers are possible, otherwise fine. There's a song in that. A low tonight of 11. Tomorrow, sunny periods and westerly winds with a period of sou'westers and showers. Late afternoon or early evening, 17 degrees. Not terribly summery at all. And on Friday, cloudy with a few light showers, but they will clear later in the day. Sou'westers easing with 14 degrees. To Invercargill, things aren't really any better. Tonight and tomorrow, cloudy with showers and strong sou'westers. Tonight's low's 11, tomorrow you're going for a high of 14. On Friday though, things improve, showers clear, sunny periods increase in the afternoon. Gusty sou'westers in fact die out, 13 degrees, unlucky for some, especially on a Friday. Well, that is the news from around the south today for Wednesday. We'll see you again tomorrow. Good night.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.